What's good, people? Tony Hakeem back again. What I want to talk about today is basically like school and how people confuse that shit with like real intelligence. It's like people go to school for the wrong reasons, man. People go to college and shit just because they friends go, or they'll go because they parents want them to go to become a whatever. It's like, man, if you're going to pursue something in school, you need to pursue what you feel in your heart. For me, it was music, and you know, to rap and stuff, but I already knew how to rap, so I was like, man, ain't no need for me going to school to learn how to become a better rapper, because they don't teach that shit. And if they did teach that shit, then I don't need to be rapping if I gotta learn from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a real lyricist learn on his own. But back to the subject of school, is like we're learning so much things in school, like you know, from the first grade, well, from kindergarten to the 12th grade year in high school. It's like they teach us so much shit that we don't even need to fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Shit that has no fucking significance to what goes on in the real world, in society. Like algebra and shit, A plus Z equals Y. Like, that shit has nothing to do with my life, and it never has. So it's like I don't see the point of even like having that shit. That's a waste of time to me. What's a real shit? It's like, man, I failed all those classes, man. Those type of classes right there. Like, the only class that really took my interest was art. I love art class, man. I love drawing, and I love expressing myself in different ways, and I love that shit, man. Like, and that's the only class I paid attention in, man. Like, every other class, my head down, I'm asleep, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the teacher wasn't really teaching me shit that interests me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was always that kid in the back of the class with my head down, you know what I'm saying? Or I'd be in the back of the class writing rhymes and drawing. My mind be somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Be nowhere near what's going on in class and what's being taught. You know what I'm saying? I was always the quiet kid in class. Never really talked that much. Never really had that many friends. You know what I'm saying? Kids used to pick on me and shit. But once I reached a certain age, you know what I'm saying, and checked a few niggas, all that shit came to an end. Quick. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just gotta whoop some ass to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? You may not want to, but sometimes you just gotta whoop somebody's ass to prove a point. And back in school, that's what I had to do. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Because we would move around every fucking year just about, yo. You know what I'm saying? From Baltimore to North Carolina, and back and forth to Baltimore, North Carolina, and different schools in North Carolina, different schools in Baltimore. So it's like every year or two, man, like, we would have to move and get transferred to another school. I had to make a whole new set of friends and get brand new crushes on girls, you know what I'm saying, that never talked to me, by the way. And it's like just adjusting to a whole new environment. Like, that was me all the way throughout my whole childhood. I had to do that. I had to adjust. I had to get used to shit real quick. And making friends, I never been too fond of making friends. You know, people just, I don't know, man. It's like I just never been fond of making friends in school. But at the same time, I never really got in trouble in school neither. You know, I stayed to myself a lot, and I was quiet, and the teachers liked that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't pay attention too much, I was quiet. I didn't cause no trouble. I didn't talk during, you know what I'm saying, while they was trying to talk. So it's like, you know, they took interest in me real fast. But still, it's like I wasn't interested in what they was teaching, so it didn't really matter too much to me, man. I just looked at it like, shit, I'm going to school because my mother wants me to go to school. And once I graduate, I won't have to do it no more. So that's why I fucking did it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was very, very fucking happy. My mom was very proud of me for graduating too, man. You know, but to go further and to go to college, man, I just never, like, that's never been me, you know, because nothing in college really interests me other than like theater arts and stuff like that. But I tried that before, and I quit like 2 days later. Like, at the age I was at, I was 17, 18, fresh out of high school, I wanted a break from all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to like sit in the classroom no more. I was tired of that shit. I wanted to live life. I wanted to be in the real world and get a job, get money in my pocket and shit. You know what I'm saying? Progress and growth. You know, but you know, things happen the way they do, and you know, sometimes you got to make a few flaws and mistakes. You know what I'm saying? To find yourself in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? Find your lane and stay in it, man. It took me a while for me to find my lane. You know, went to Job Corps for a while. I was there for about 10 months. I completed my vocation program in painting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, painting and shit. And I went to the college program, but I got into, you know, selling weed and shit, and niggas snitched on me, and next thing you know, I'm back here at my mom's crib and shit, looking for a job, a 9 to 5 or whatever, just to stay above water. And it's just the way society is, man. It's just fucked up. It's very uncomfortable for people like me that really want to do things our own way, but we got to do things other people want us to do, and that shit is just corny, man. You know, makes me feel very like, you know, like in my own category and shit. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people that never went to college and shit, and not too fond of school and shit like that. It's like, man, me, like, I would have went to school. I would have went, like, if there was something that interests me that much, but I've always been focused on music, and I feel like, man, putting my mind in another place other than music is not going to make me a better musician. I got to stay in my lane. I got to stay in my modes, you know, and I love this mode that I'm in, you know. It's not easy. It's not easy being a rapper though. When you're surrounded by people that don't believe in you, that don't think that you're any good, but deep down inside you know you good, and some of your friends may say that you're good too. You know what I'm saying? But it's like your family don't believe in you, and they see that you don't want to go to the military, you don't want to go to college, and they just label you as a straight up loser and shit, and that shit ain't cool, man. Because I'm far from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very fucking capable, very productive with my time. You know, I read a lot, I write a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm very capable of writing a book, and I'm very capable of holding my own classroom if I had the opportunity. If the opportunity presented itself, I would definitely take it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a lot of jewels to drop on people. A lot of shit that people can learn from somebody like me, you know. It's like, man, people is just so set and brainwashed into thinking something that's not even fucking true. You know, like their parents will try to force them to go to school. Oh, I want you to be a doctor. Oh, I want you to be a famous football player or whatever. It's like, man, you gotta go to school for what you want to do. Pursue what you want out of life. Take what you want to take. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to your parents. You'll make them happy. You'll make them very proud listening to them, but you won't make yourself proud. And that's more important than anything. Before you can make other people happy, you got to make yourself happy. Because that's more important than anything. Making yourself happy. You know? Self-appreciation. You know? That's what's important more than anything else. Self-appreciation, man. You know? And don't let anybody tell you that you gotta go to school just to be a somebody, just to be successful in this world. You can be an entrepreneur. There's a lot of people out here that are entrepreneurs that are doing pretty damn good, that are doing a lot better than motherfuckers that went to college to be a whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nowadays, man, the way technology is, man, everything you can learn in a classroom, you can learn online, on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is you don't have that paperwork. And I guess that's why people still go to school, because they need that paperwork to prove that they learned what they learned, you know, other than just showing them and shit. But I guess everybody got their own ways of what they want to do and how they perceive life and how they want to pass on a legacy and a dynasty and all that stuff. So it's like, you do you, man. You live life the way you want to live it, and don't satisfy nobody but yourself, you know. That's all I got to say for right now.